Well, hello again. Um, I want to just talk to you briefly, real quick. Um, just over the last couple days, I've dealt with some adversity on Facebook. Still a big battle about this whole Trump thing. To me, it shows who everybody is. If there's one thing that this election has done to America, it has shown who we all are. Now, I'm not saying that, again, as I said in other videos, I'm not saying that the people that are rioting and the people that are fighting and the people that are hating are uh, Democrats. I'm not saying that. I am saying, however, that the attitude, the uproar over someone's right to be a Republican within the limits of being a Republican, and to bring that into the White House and people attacking that right shows who everybody is. And I know this because there are Christians who have not yet opened up their mouth, okay, and said, enough is enough. This is not the way us Democrats should act. This is uh, this is all Donald Trump's fault. This is all their fault. Um, okay, whatever. Look, I'm saying this to all of us. What are your true colors? What are your true colors? Now, me, when I leave my house and I go down to the library, go to the bank, um, go into the local department stores or wherever I go, I'm just a black man. Okay, typical black man. He looks like he's got a typical education, might have graduated from high school. Um, and he doesn't look like he has a lot of money because he's wearing regular clothes, plain clothes. He's walking. Just another black man. Nobody special. Okay. And in my experience, that is somewhat true. I'm nobody special. I'm just a black man who uh, has basic education and can do basic jobs. And um, sometimes I'm able to drive, sometimes I can't afford it. I'm your typical black man going through a struggle. But on the inside, I'm a lot more than that. I am a man of God, very, very, very tightly knit to the Word of God, and very dedicated to my calling as a Christian and as a minister. I have trained under my pastor and have learned to teach and preach. Um, and I love, as I grow in the Lord more and more daily and each year, I also grow as a person. Okay. And I didn't vote for Donald Trump because I want to control anybody. I would love for people to, let's say, which the things that I really would like to control, Donald Trump cannot do anything about it. I would love to control the sexual revolution. That's just me. I would love to put a damper on there and say some things need to stop. And like I said in other videos, I would like to stop wasting time on certain BS. Okay? Because it's just, oh, okay? Please, okay? I would. But I understand that other people have rights, regardless of my Christian rights. I understand that you liberals, you people that are, some of y'all anyway, I consider you're of the devil, okay? A lot of y'all actually. But at the same time, I understand that, just because you're a liberal, okay, just because you need to get right with God, just because you got, your head in the crack of something where it don't belong, okay, that doesn't mean that you're going to break in my house and shoot me just because you're that much different than me. But I think the situation that's going on is bigger than Democrats and Republicans. I think it's very spiritual. And I think that when Donald Trump is long gone, as soon as he's gone, you're going to find out that it ain't nothing got any better. Just when Donald Trump steps down from office, nothing is going to get better. And I'm sure, you know what? I'm getting ready to do a video on it, but I believe that Donald Trump might be the last Republican to get into office. After all this mess that's going on, unless the Republicans come to the point to where there is not really that much of a difference between the two parties. You know what I'm saying? Which I believe that might happen too. They ain't gonna let another Republican after Donald Trump get into office. I mean, I believe, and not because Donald Trump's a Christian, like I said in another video, but I do believe that it took the Lord to get Donald Trump in office. Okay? It took the Lord to get him in there because the way people been acting, they wasn't going to let him in there. Now, I don't know. I mean, I guess Rubio and, I forget, Casey and the other, and the Bush guy and the other Republicans, I guess they wasn't going to really do anything that really made a difference. And so really what nobody really like, what nobody acting crazy about them, but Donald Trump, whoa, not really. And I think the biggest thing was that there was so much criticism and mockery of the poor guy that they didn't think he would win. But let you know, the Congress and the Supreme Court is not on just the side of the Democrats. I'll let you know that right there. Because Donald Trump didn't get in there without the support, okay, of the core. And Donald Trump didn't get in the office, okay, without going in according to the rights of a Republican that's running for the office of the presidency. Okay? Maybe he would. I don't know. Maybe he would deport some Negroes if he had it like that. I don't know. But I know that, I know that a lot of people are stupid right now in their accusations about what they think is going to happen and what they think is going on with this man. Because there's no signs of it. If you've watched his campaign, okay, and not just listen to these media people talk about him, you would know that. But anyway, enough of Donald Trump. That's not what I started this video about. Started this video because, like I said, I want to know, what are your true colors? I'm trying to help us out here. What are your true colors? Anybody can vote. Anybody can get a high school diploma. Anybody can preach about black and white and preach about money, and all the politics that go with money and people's rights and morals and, from the outside. From the outside. Anybody can do that. But what are your true colors? Let me put it like this. There's two kinds of color for each of us. There's two sides of that color. Or there's two colors. One is who we are on the outside. For example, some of the most funniest and the most smartest people in the world have the craziest worldviews and have the most horrible opinions about a lot of different people. Okay? They're criminals in their own right, if you ask me. But, there's who you are on the inside that nobody sees every day because, it's covered up by your body and your clothing. And then there's who you are on the outside, the part that you choose to share with everybody. Some of y'all, whether that makes sense or not, and some, you want to be very, very, very clear in how you behave yourself in front of other people because you want them to get the right idea about you. Okay? And if people look at you a certain way, like especially, and I know this, like I said before, black folks think I don't know. I know. If people look at you a certain way, like some people look at us black folks, even black folks looking at other black folks, that's all they see. It's just another Negro. That's all they see. Okay? He just another brother from the hood. Because you happen to be at some place in the hood, you walked in the door. But they don't know that you might have a car parked down the street and you driving an hour clear across town to another neighborhood that it would take them $3 more an hour to live in. They don't know that. You walk in there dressed like this, you're just another brother from the hood. And that's all people see sometimes. Not only white folks, but black folks. Okay? But let me say this. There are people whose color is all about their sexuality. Talking about the two colors, not black or white, but whether you want to call it your black color, your white color, or your light colors, or your dark colors. Okay? We're talking about what are your true colors. There are people whose color is all about their sexuality or their sexual indulgences against moral will. Okay? That's all they care about. They don't really care about the country. They don't really care about politics before they get out there and really, 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 really start trying to make everybody bow to some rights that they trying to enforce. They don't really care. All they care about is what's in their pants, or what's in their panties, or what's under their bra, or whatever. They don't really care about the bigger issues. Okay? Again, there are people who only care about money. Okay? and at the expense of others. And that's the truth. There's people who only care about making money. And they're always fighting for more money. And some of them might be Republicans. That might be true. Some of them might be Republicans. I mean, I've heard some Republicans talk, and I'm like, whoa, that's a little bit too Republican. Like, chill, man. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't the only one that need to make money. You know what I mean? If you can make all that money, okay, if you got a right to make all that money, why don't I? Okay, But there's people who only care about making money. They never have enough. And they only care about it at the expense of you and others. There are people who have various reasons why they hate others. And that's not being discussed as people go after these Trump supporters. I said I was done with Trump, but this was a good time to bring him back in. Okay? I'm waiting. I can understand why they don't like Trump. No, then again, no, I don't understand why they don't like Trump. Let me take that back. I don't. I really don't. I'd be lying if I said that. But why don't you like the Trump supporters? Do they have a right to be Republican? Do they have a right to vote for the Republican office? What do you think these people want? I said that in another video. What do you think they want? I'm trying to figure out what they want. I know what I want, and it ain't got nothing to do with trying to get rid of anybody's race in this country or deport anybody or get rid of a certain race or even Muslims in this country. I'm not trying to deport them. I don't believe in them, but I'm not trying to deport them. I just want them to be legal because there's too much terrorism going on. And I'll be darned if I want some of that mess going on right next door to me. Okay? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not trying to act like this is Fright Night or Spook Night. I'm just saying. On a real end, keeping it real, man. Come on. We got to care about this stuff. I'm not afraid that somebody's going to attack me. But I am concerned for this country. Get that? I'm not worried about so much me because no matter who's in office, I'm always going to get what I get and how I get it. But I care about the country because when I care about the country in general, then, okay, there's something in it for all of us, not just me, okay? But there's people who just hate other people, and it's not yet been said. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there are Trump supporters who hate Muslims with a passion. They hate Muslims. They hate Indians. They don't want to admit that they hate blacks. Okay? I know there's people like that out there. But I also have 144,000 white people that stand with me. Hallelujah. That have not bowed the knee to Baal. I am so far into relationships with white people that if white people don't like me, I should be dead by now. Because, I got white people looking out for me, not trying to attack me. Okay? When I step outside there and there's white people that don't like me, that's a different channel. That's a different channel. And I understand that channel all too well. But that's a different channel. You can't mix them. You can't mix the average white person with racist white people. Those are two different classifications of people. But some people, I know people, I have a friend who hates anybody from the Middle East because his son was in a relationship with a woman from Turkey who just did him in, and now he hates everybody in the Middle East. Everybody. If you look like you could be Arab or Indian, he don't like you. That's it. And he thinks he'll start yelling at you about something before he even knows what he's yelling at you for. He just don't know. Okay? And he was honest with me about it. So I'm allowed to say so. But there's a lot of people who hate people, and they have not really educated themselves on why they hate them, because these people have not really done anything to them. They just don't like them, okay? And there are people who have no education about anything but their own unhappiness, okay? And like I said in another video, the white people that I know worked very hard to get to where they're at, okay? So when black folks decide that, I'm a stamp whiteness, okay, on my struggle, that's uneducational. That's unlogical. Okay, white people didn't do that to you, brother. You don't know how to get on your feet and get the job that you need and live in the neighborhood that you really want to live in and shop the stores that you really want to shop in and drive the car that you want to drive. Okay, that's not white people's fault that you can't do that. Okay, that's not their fault. Hate to tell you. You can kill as many white people as you want and attack Trump supporters and beat up on your own people. It does not change. That is not a white thing. That is not a white thing. Okay, and black people got to get up off that, because that doesn't do nothing but make you more miserable, because there's never an end to that kind of thinking. Because you know what I'm saying, it's a fairy tale. Just like, you can keep on making science fiction movies till we're dead and gone, because science fiction never stops. You can keep coming up with ideas, but what's the truth? What's the foundation? As I said before, what's the foundation? That's not a foundational principle there. To think that your problems that you fail to take care of out of your own strength and education and power, it's because of white people. No, that's not true. That's not true. And then there are those that hate the flag. Let me pause right there. Then there are those that hate the flag. I'm proud to be an American. Not because I didn't, or should I say my ancestors, not because my ancestors didn't go through slavery. But I'm proud to be an American, because when we finally won our freedom, we were already in the land of the free. Didn't have to get a green card to come over here. Duh. We didn't have to, we never had to become legal, because that's the least that they could do for us after what we've been through. And black people don't seem to understand that. When did you ever have to get a visa or anything in this country? If you've been in this country for generations after generations, if you're a survivor of those that went through slavery, you have yet to know what it's like to be, an Arab coming over into this country for the first time, or an Asian coming over to this country for the first time. You have yet to know what that's like. You don't know. But there are those that hate the flag. And what really, really hurts me to my heart is that there are people like these people that hate the flag. They've been here forever, and they hate the flag. Like they never ever had any privileges over other races in their whole history of this nation. They never had privileges over other races. They never were able to get, our government, our educational system, our money system does nothing for them. That's a lie. You just refuse to focus. But that's a lie. That's not true. There are those that hate the flag and only want to see this country turned upside down, desolate. after they get what they want out of it. And that's true. And a lot of these foreigners that are coming into this country, pouring into this country, might I add, or trying to pour into this country. I guess Donald Trump stopped that with the Muslim ban, if you want to call it that. But they don't care about us. They don't care about this country. Go up, do yourself a favor. Go up to anybody you know and say, are you proud to be an American? Are you proud to be an American? And is that the difference between trumpeters, if you want to call it that, and the Democrats? Is that the difference? Some of us care about this country. We love this country. And then there are those that hate it. They've been living here all their life and now they've grown to hate it, or they've always hated it. What are your true colors, man? My true colors is that I'm a man of God. I said this in another video. I'm a man of God before I'm a black man. I'm a man of God before I'm a Republican or a Democrat. I'm a man of God before I'm, a rich man or a man with all the hype and all the, the fame. I'm a man of God. And my true colors, I try to let them come from the inside out. From the inside out. I try not to be, I let my actions speak for me of who I am. I can't really get anybody to look at me and say, oh, you know what? He's smart. He's a man of God. He's wisdom. You know what I mean? He's a really nice guy. That's a good Republican there. Nobody's going to look at me and say that. But I try to let my actions, how I carry myself, and the good things that I do and the way I treat others show that I am what I try to be. Amen, in Jesus' name. My Bible says that man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. God looks at the heart. What is your true colors? Where is your heart, Democrats? Where is your heart, Republicans? Let me say that again. Man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. What are your true colors? Did you show your true colors during this election and this new arrival of this new president? Did you show your true colors? Or are you waiting to chime in there like I am and help make things better? Were you part of the problem, or are you part of the solution? And you can be part of the solution whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. Everybody doesn't have to go the same way. You can choose to be your own and do your own thing according to the calling that you feel is laid upon you. Black folks don't have to go everywhere with black folks. I don't. White folks don't have to go everywhere with white folks. Democrats ain't got to go everywhere with Democrats. Republicans ain't got to go everywhere with Republicans. That's why everybody needs to calm down. Because this is the land of the free. You're free to pick and choose, and then after you picked and choose, you're free to pick and choose again, if you know what I mean. Calm down. Pick and choose. Make the right choice. And then you won't have to attack others, but know who you are. Know who you are inside. And let the goodness that's on the inside of you be what shows outwardly. And God bless you. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Leave a comment, leave a like or dislike. Let me know if I can help you, or let me know if there's something we can do a video on. Talk to you later. God bless you.